Howdy! I'm going to show you a step-by-step guide on how to knit the Pamela Poncho. It's a simple cropped knit poncho with a slip stitch edge. Knit flat utilizing knit two together and yarn overs to achieve a net look and feel. The poncho is sewn together using mattress stitch on the shoulder edge, and the pattern is designed for experienced beginners. The full size range is available as a PDF for free on Ravelry. Link in the description. Let's begin with the tools and materials you'll need. A pair of 7mm needles, circular or straight, 2 100-gram skeins of Queensland coastal cotton yarn. It's actually a 10-ply cotton, and I'm sure you could use many other different types, not just this brand. Scissors or thread cutters, stitch markers, measuring tape, and I forgot to film it, but you'll need a darning needle for sewing in ends. So let's get ready to cast on. I'm making a size small, so I'm casting on 35 stitches. We'll be using the long tail method and holding both 7mm needles together. This is so we can create an even but very loose cast on, as the net is very stretchy and we need a cast on that can flow with that. With my 35 stitches cast on, I'm now going to remove one of the needles. Gently twisting can help it slide out. Now let's begin with the pattern repeat. Row 1, purl all stitches. Row 1 is the wrong side of the work. This is so we can have the nice edge of the long tail cast on facing the right side. To begin row 2, which is the right side of work, slip the first stitch, then knit 2 together, yarn over, and repeat the knit 2 together yarn over until 2 stitches from the end. Knit 1 and slip the last stitch. Row 3, purl. All wrong side rows are purl. Row 4, slip the first stitch, knit 1, then yarn over and knit 2 together and repeat that until 1 stitch from the end. Slip the last stitch. These 4 rows form the pattern, and you'll repeat them until your desired length. At times, you may feel lost on where in the pattern repeat you are, so let's take a look on how we can read our stitches to determine if, when on the right side, we're at row 2 or row 4. Here I am beginning the next row 2, and you can see 2 rows below on the second stitch, it's actually a single knit. This means my last pattern row repeat was a row 4, and so my next pattern row repeat will be a row 2. Similarly, looking 2 rows below, you can see my second stitch is a knit 2 together. Thus, my next pattern row is going to be row 4. And here is how it's looking after 2 repeats of the 4 row pattern. So cute! Repeat the pattern until the desired length. For me, it's 120 centimeters. When measuring your work before casting off, it may help to fold it in half, because it can get pretty long. After folding it in half, stretch out the width to open up the stitches, and it will just help it sit more relaxed. The desired width for my size is about 30 centimeters, so I'm roughly making sure it's sitting about 30 centimeters wide across the work. Then I measure the length of the folded work. I have about 60 centimeters, so times that by 2, because it's on the fold, is 120, which is where I want to be. That means I'm ready to cast off. Ending on a purl row, we are then on the right side going to cast off all stitches loosely. To make up, we need to sew the shoulder seam, but first we need to determine its position. Fold the work in half, wrong sides facing, and use stitch markers to connect the front and the back together at approximately halfway. Add extra stitch markers, about 5 centimeters or so on either side of that marking. To get accurate measurements, you can also count the lace holes along the edge to make sure both sides are aligned evenly. This is a great spot for personal expression on how you want the item to fit and where on the shoulder or chest you'd like it to fall. Play with the placement of the markers until you are satisfied and remember to try it on. Once you're happy with the positioning, open up the work with the right side facing you and begin to mattress stitch between the markers. Sew in the ends and the shoulder seam is complete. This is such a fun and quick poncho to make. The pattern repeat is so easy to adapt to your own personal expression. You can either make it less cropped or even adjust the drape along the arm. It's a joy to wear to the beach or to a girls' night out on a hot summer night. Let me know if you liked this pattern. Okay, thanks, bye!